Tottenham 1, Liverpool 2. Tottenham Hotspur home record continues just to tank down in a just absolutely disgusting performance of football. Welcome into Top the Perch. I am your host, as always, Nick Burt. As I said, a just absolute disgusting game of football today. I don't even really have the words to start here today. I get it. It's Liverpool. They spent almost $500 million this year on transfers in the summer alone. They're coming off a Premier League championship, but they're a club in turmoil right now, and felt like had them where we want them, and it absolutely terrible performance today. Looked like they were just out on the training pitch for the first 25 minutes of this match. There no true attacking threat whatsoever. It's same old. Nothing ever seems to change. It's continually meh. It's just not good. And at some point, you really got to start asking questions, because we've been playing like this for, 2 months now? At least that's what it feels like. I don't know. It is what it is. Whatever. 30th minute. I don't know what Javi Simons is doing. Virgil van Dijk is passing it back. Simons goes in for a tackle, spikes up, back of the leg, go to VAR after what felt like a 5-minute check. Turns into a red card, of course. Tottenham are down to 10 men for the last 60 minutes of this match. And that was game over right there. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. Liverpool score and whatever. Just an absolute dumb decision. There's no other way to put it. An absolutely stupid decision by Simons there. I don't know what we were doing there. Mind-boggling on that tackle. But here we are, Tottenham down to 10 men. They go into the half still level at 0-0 somehow, because this game was just that bad. And then we get to second half. Things start really changing. We get to the 56th minute. It's turnover, bing, bang, boom play. It's Alexander Isak putting it in the back of the net and giving Liverpool a 1-0 lead. Like I said, it was just kind of a mess of a play. Tottenham just caught out. Isak finds the back of the net. It's 1-0 Liverpool. And it was like, okay, we know this is over. Let's just get this over with, basically. Tottenham were never going to have an answer here. I mean, going into what ended up being the second goal of the match in the 66th minute, going into that play, I made note of the stat that Liverpool had entered the opponent's, so Tottenham's box, 24 times up to that point, and Tottenham was only 9. Like, that tells you all you need to know. And then, like I said, it was the 66th minute. Hugo Ekitike heads it into the back of the net. 2-0 Liverpool. And that just ended any hope of anything, if we're honest here. Even though nothing was ever going to happen. Vicario just standing there staring at it. And then, of course, yelling at other people. And, you were standing there the whole time, buddy. Figure it out. whatever. We get to the 83rd minute. It's off a corner. Finds Richarlison. He puts it in the back of the net. It is 2-1 Tottenham or Liverpool. Tottenham, of course, get the goal back. And given that it's Richarlison, it's funny, but it was never going to be anything. Tottenham slowly started to look a little bit better in this game after that, goal. Felt like, okay, things kind of just maybe they can squeak out a equalizer here. And they looked, like I said, they looked very comfortable there. There's a shout for a penalty. Wasn't given. Was what it was. Again, it's this game. What do you expect? We get to the 93rd minute. Romero picks up a second yellow. He's sent off. Tottenham are playing the final 7 minutes of this game down to 9 men. And honestly, that's when Tottenham looked the most comfortable in this game. I get Liverpool knew that they had this game slotted away. There was no real worry. But Tottenham looked the most comfortable when this game was at 9 men. No handbrake. They were just flat out, figure out a way. They had a few more shots in that time frame, but nothing ever ends up actually turning out good. Liverpool walk away with a 2-1 victory. And here we are. I don't know what the real takeaway is here. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the takeaway is here. We played well with 9 men. That's my takeaway. Frank is going to get a pass given the red cards. Probably shouldn't, though. I don't know how this can go on, but it will. Paratici most likely off to Fiorentina, which is terrible, but that's what happens with you. That's what happens. So, Johan Lang, I guess you're the director of football again, fully. Woohoo! Can't wait to see what you pull out of the bag. Can't wait. Let's get to the player ratings. There's no real point in doing these because it's going to be a lot of the same mumbo jumbo that I feel like I just said. Xavi Simons 4-9 red card. What can I say? Kolo Muani 6-2. He had a few good opportunities in this game, just couldn't fully convert on them. He gets a 6-2 there. Lucas Bergvall gets a 6-3. It was what it was. It wasn't a terrible game, but it wasn't anything phenomenal. Could have been a lot better. Could have obviously been a lot worse. Archie Gray gets another start in the midfield. I did like to see that. One of the few bright spots today, 7-1. Alongside of him was Bentancur, 7-1 also. Mohamed Kudus gets a 6-4. He had a few good opportunities mixed in there, just couldn't really convert on anything. Jed Spence, 7-1. It was fine. Mickey Van de Ven, 6-5. He had a few howlers today that were just bad. Christian Romero, 4-8. Red card. Awful day. No other way to put it. Not a game you should be getting out of your captain. It is what it is. Pedro Porro, 7-2. Vicario, 6-2. You look at your subs from today. Brennan Johnson gets a 6-6. Joao Palhinha gets a 6-2. Wilson Odobert, a 6-1. And your man of the match today is the man who came on and played the least amount of time today, and that's Richarlison. He was the only one that actually seemed like he could actually try to do something today, especially, down to 10 men and down to 9 men. But, yeah, it was what it was. It was one of the games of all time. So coming up for Tottenham Hotspur, a trip down to South London to take on Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Sure, why not? It's going to be, 2 days after Christmas, this Sunday. The, I, I have no true interest in watching this. I do it for you, the fans, because right now I am so checked out on this club right now. It's not even fun. It's not like we're playing real fun, but we're still losing, 5-2 or 5-3 or something like that. No, we're just playing dreadful football that just makes me want to just take forks and stick them into my eyes. That's just how bad it is. I don't know as of now a way forward. It's on management, it's on the players, it's on the upper board staff. How can this go on? I believe as of now, I want to confirm, but I believe we're sitting 14th in the table right now. 13th, I'm sorry. We're sitting 13th on 22 points. Brentford sit in front of us on 23, and we are level on points with 14th place Bournemouth, who have a -3 goal differential compared to our +3. This is not sustainable. I don't care what people try to gaslight us into thinking. This isn't sustainable. It's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Disappointing. All those fun words that we can put in here. It's that bad. And it's not like there's even we have the Europa League. Yeah, we have the Champions League. We're not winning the Champions League, especially under Thomas Frank. His time for a trophy came and went in August with the Super Cup. And he almost had that, and it was just an absolute boondoggle of a, final 15 minutes, basically. Just absolute disaster. And here we are now. We're here. We're sitting in 13th in the league, playing dreadful football. But whatever. It is what it is. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Top of the Perch. Thank you so much for watching. If you just stumble across Top of the Perch, make sure you click like. Make sure you click subscribe, because the form shows no sign of stopping. And I'm sure you're going to bring some corn for popping to eat while you watch this and me wallow in misery. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Top of the Perch. Like I said, make sure you click like and subscribe, and we will see you again next Sunday for another episode of Top of the Perch.